the federal government of Nigeria is pushing hard to bribe Nnamdi Kanu with oil well, with so many juicy compensation to ask him to drop the agitation.
No, it does not start today. It does not start today, and it's not going to stop until Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Federal government has been working hard over the years to, bribe Nnamdi Kanu to back out from BIAFRA, agitation. But the young man still insisted that he will never ever succumb to intimidation. He will never ever succumb to any financial incentives or any other bribe. He's not going to accept it. Nnamdi Kanu has made up his mind when his fathers, his parents were alive that he must MUST give the Igbos Biafra.
But how long do you think he can sustain this his position?
I think until he comes out, we are going to know what is going to, happen. Because I'm of the belief that if Nnamdi Kanu steps out of DSS facilities, Biafra emancipation will come instantly. We are not going to say in 10 years' time, in 5 years' time, in 3 months' time. No. Once Nnamdi Kanu steps outside DSS facilities, his agitation all over the world will start. Biafra agitation group in India, Biafra agitation group in Asia, Biafra agitation group in Luxembourg, in UK, in America, they will gear up the more. If you see the supporters, Nnamdi Kanu is commanding supporters, loyalists, all around the world. Kanu is a household name in America, in Japan, in China. I could remember so vividly when the Biafrans, IPOB, went to meet with Muhammad Buhari in Tokyo, Japan. They were being barricaded by the police because they actually got information, Japanese police, that if they actually see with their naked eyes Muhammad Buhari, they are going to lynch him. That was 2020.
But what do you make of the statement that came from Senator Bribe the other time when he met with Nnamdi Kanu, saying that Nnamdi Kanu agreed to whatever condition that may secure his early release from detention if they were to find a political solution?
If you look at that statement, I think it was a political statement because there was a time, they were like, want to give him condition. And even his family actually, agreed that it was so. But it wasn't. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to succumb to any intimidation or any, conditionality, given to him so that he will back down of Biafra agitation. No. He was given 20 billion before. He was given 5 for you well before by Nigerian government. Nnamdi Kanu rejected all these offers. Let me tell you, what Bribe meant was actually what transpired in the last hearing. Yes, the last summon. Kanu actually, was begged by federal government of Nigeria for protracting of his case, which started in 2015. Immediately Buhari was, made Nigerian president in 2015. Buhari rushed, scooped, actually, swooped on Nnamdi Kanu, arresting him for no just cause, someone that was agitating for his rights. So it was due to the long time of, following his case. The case was overstretched, if you ask me. They're supposed to have not procrastinated that matter like that. That's why federal government actually asked Kanu for forgiveness. And again, being that he made this statement to the whole world, that Nigerian court is not a home or epitome of justice, that the common man, common Nigerian, every common Nigerian has lost hope on Nigerian court, judiciary. That's why they actually asked Nnamdi Kanu to tender apology, since they have actually apologized for protracting his case.
But if you just suppose that position with the statement that came from Nnamdi Kanu himself, where he made it abundantly clear that he's ready to remain in detention until there's an impartial judge to adjudicate his case with federal government. You understand that Judge OMOTOSHO have been assigned to handle that case? Do you foresee justice in this?
Yes, and Justice OMOTOSHO recently has come out on social media. He wrote it down that he actually doesn't believe on travesty of justice. Yes, that is thwarting of justice. That he will actually at least rule in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. That Nnamdi Kanu is overdue for release. Yes, OMOTOSHO said it clearly that nobody can bend him to, jail somebody that is innocent, especially Nnamdi Kanu. That the man's release, Nnamdi Kanu's release, is overdue. He said he will never ever thwart justice for sake of, let's say, one man or a people. He said he's not going to thwart justice. OMOTOSHO has actually made his stance clear. I believe he's going to give him again. Yeah, previously, Peter Nyako gave it to him. They bent, Peter Nyako bent her until she actually absconded, leaving Nnamdi Kanu. Because it is obvious that Kanu is a freed man. Severally, not once. Kanu was released by the court. And Nigerian government often violate him by committing what? Court contempt. They don't obey court order in Nigeria, and they will expect you to obey court invitation or police invitation or whatsoever.
Let me bring in the angle of Jonathan, because the other time Jonathan was talking about Nigerian judiciary, where he drew from Indian adage that says if a man is pretend to be sleeping, he's going to wake up that person, and when a man genuinely sleeps, you can easily wake up that person. As a way of looking it from Nnamdi Kanu's perspective, do you still believe that Nnamdi Kanu will have justice? Since, according to Jonathan, who should know better, who was the former president of Nigeria, have acknowledged that there is judicial manipulation of cases in Nigeria.
Actually, I know that the judiciary in Nigeria is a stooge to the executive department. That's the office of the Mr. President, the presidency. Of course, I know, because even by judging the way TINUBU himself find his way to that office, we'll actually know that we are running a manipulative judiciary. A judiciary that has been manipulated by the Department of Executive can never give anybody justice. Nnamdi Kanu has gotten justice in the past, and we are at least presumably believing that Justice OMOTOSHO is going to rule in his favor. Kanu Nnamdi was extraordinary rendition from Nairobi, Kenya in 2021. Which was not, meet up with what Nigerian constitution stands. It is not in our custom. It is not in our tradition. Nigerian constitution is our custom and our tradition. Yes, it is unlawful here. Nigeria has never entered such treaty or pact with Kenya to bring back any of her citizens illegally that way. So I see Justice OMOTOSHO as somebody that would not like to drag his legacy on the mud. He's going to do the needful. He has actually come out on social media to attract people that come what may. The next someone, Kanu is going to come out victorious.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.